Hey guys, my name is SENIAC and welcome to another episode of Water Park World, where we're building the world's greatest water park you've ever seen in your life right now. Last episode, guys, I built this wonderful slide that spirals around the pillar of one of our castle pillars. If that makes sense, one of the little towers. It's beautiful. It does an amazing job. It kind of happens, if I kind of zoom out here, they get a nice little boost. They spiral around 3 times and then get thrown into the water like this dude right now. How freaking cool is that? Well, today we're going to create a very special slide. We're going to intertwine these springs again because we created a really cool one, but I've got some really good ideas for what we could potentially do with them. And that's going to be exciting. Now, before we do build that, I need to kind of create like a test slide to make sure my idea does work. Because if it doesn't, it's going to be quite embarrassing. But anyway, guys, each episode I ask you to rename my park. Today we got a really good one. Today is coming from Natalie Popper, and she says, SENIAC, call your park SENIAC's Bunch O' Spiral Slides. And that's hilarious because I have so many spiral slides, especially the tower one that we created last episode. It's wonderful, wonderful. So let's rename a park then. And hopefully it doesn't hashtag any of this out. So SENIAC's, right, there we go. SENIAC's, what is it? SENIAC's Bunch O, hang on, I gotta find the right one. Bunch O Spiral. Hold on, Spiral Slides. Now, what are the chances it's gonna hashtag some of this out? Just SENIAC's. Of course it does. Of freaking course it does. So if you want to rename my park in the next episode, guys, leave me a comment in the comments down below. And more importantly, if you haven't already, smash that like button, subscribe, because we got some cool stuff coming up. So, what is my idea then? I want to create a tunnel spring slide. Sounds a little bit weird, but bear with me on this one. Bear with me on this one. We're going to create a little test run just here. So what's going to happen is they're going to go on the slide. It's going to do it's only going to be a tiny slide, just enough to kind of give them the momentum, flick them in the air a little bit, and they're going to bounce on a spring. But as they bounce on it and go up, there's another spring up above. So they go doing, 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 doing as a tunnel of springs. Does that kind of make sense? Watch this. Watch this space. So I'm thinking of doing it with the tubes. Because we've done quite a few lie down ones recently, but let's get a little tube sliding on the go. So let's rotate this, and I'm going to bring it up by 2. Let's just place it there. There we go. And all it needs to do is go down. Right, direct it. Oh man, hold on, down. No, it's too much. Okay, so down like this, and then up. If that makes sense, right? Does that make sense? Right, we'll see what happens next then. So this is just I need to make sure first how far someone goes on that. So we kind of have to. Well, let me go back and create the floor and set all the stuffs up. So terrain, I need to create a floor for these guys here. So let's go up by 2. Create a floor just there. Only gonna be simple, nothing too crazy. Make it wood. And then we need a staircase. So go down by 1. There we go. Go down by 1. There we go. And the paths here. Concrete. Right. That's all it's going to do. That's all we kind of want it to do. So we're just going to open it up just so I can get an idea for where they land. Then, if I go to the specials, and this is the up slide. So I'm just going to... We're just going to have to play the waiting game. So how would I want it to work? I reckon they'll land about there. So if I just get a load of these, it's going to kind of go over the swimming pool, but that's okay for at the moment, like that. So we'll see what happens. And then once they like land on that, I'm going to have to put some springs inverted on top. Sounds weird, doesn't it? Right, I'm hoping this dude here is just drawing my park right now. Is going to go onto it. I'm hoping he does. Otherwise, we're waiting a long time. So the next one, this one, it pushes down. If I go up by, I don't know if 2's too high. Oh, let me undo that. No, actually, yeah. Let me just go with it, and then we'll figure it out as we go. So they'll be like stuck in this never-ending bouncy loop of springs. It's quite terrifying, isn't it? That's quite terrifying to be stuck like, you get a headache, man. You're really getting a headache. I'm gonna have to give you like painkillers when you come off this freaking slide right now. Right, these two are gonna go on it. So let's see if it works. SENIAC! It's not long. Okay, right, that's okay. Right, that's okay. Right, boom, boom. It's the slowest spring ever. Right, they might need a little bit of a speed boost. Or at the end of this slide, if I edit it, give it a bigger drop. The bigger drop might make them spring higher. Right, this dude's about to hit him. No, it's not enough that he could go on it. Right, delete, delete, delete. Okay, the real slide that I build will be bigger and better. I just need to make sure that they can like do the little jumps. So, right, this is interesting then. So remove a piece. And remove a piece. I think what we do is, here, we put just a small little blaster. That's what we'll do. Then we'll go down, straight, and then flick. Oh no, remove. And then flick up. And hopefully that's enough. They might go straight up flying into the top ones right now. Right, there we go. Oh, okay. It does work. It does legit work. I know it now works, but they need to come down at a greater angle to get the vertical spring even more greater. Right, or if I delete all this, I could bring this down by 1. Again, this is only just a test slide. This is not the real one that we're going to do. But if I know this works, guys, we're on to a winner. Right, if I go up and let's say... Okay, they just crashed into that. It's not what I wanted them to do. Right, you reckon that's too low? Right, is this dude going to hit it right now? I just want to make sure that they can spring consistently. Yeah, it's way too low. But what we do know is it works. We know it works. So I'm going to drop all these back down so they can just have some funsies. All I do know is that I need to make, when they come down, a lot more steeper, if that makes sense. Right, I think we got it. I think we kind of got it. Now I need to find a place to put it down. And I've been thinking that I use this again. So when we do have the cannon, I could do like another version of the cannon slide. But I'm thinking about starting it round about here. Because I want the long path here of springiness that then eventually lands them in. And it's at the kind of edge of the whole park. So that's pretty good. So why don't we finish up by getting the rest of the walls for the side of the park now added in. So once I got those in, we're Gucci. We're laughing all the way to the bank. Right, let's take this really, really far. I'll take it as far as I can. Right, let's just place it there. Yeah. And then let's do the top one real quick. Wait, is that? Oh no. Okay, it's not like that. Right, undo. I just realised how it works. I thought it was 3 high. Turns out it's only 2 high. And then the third one is this. Gotcha, boy. Right, boom. Sweet. Just want to know where the edge of the park currently is, and then we can play around with this. So, terrain. We're going to cut. Where should I have it? I think we'll have it round about here. So if I just cut you for a second. And then cut you. And then paths. I want to... Boom. Is that the right type of path that I've got? It's not, is it? What is the path I've got there? Haha! So bring that straight up to there. Bring this about to there. And I just need to create like a nice little staircase, which will be wonderful. So stairs. We'll go for the floating one that we've been using regularly. Oh, I just realised. Now I've done that. Terrain. Let's just paint the grass there because there's no need for it just there at the moment. Stairs. I need to get the... What have we got? The solid one. Just there. So it's all in. kind of ish. Looks a bit weird, but hey ho, there you go. Was that a dude right there trying to swim? I think so. I legit think so. I think people keep dying. I'm not sure where. I think it's at the end of the water. Yeah, kind of got to fix that. I mean, I'm going to delete that slide anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Right, slides. Now, I'm thinking, should I just kind of completely get rid? No, we'll do it with the tubes, because we'll add that little bit extra fun to it. So, we'll start this then. We'll start it here. Yeah. And what we'll do then, we'll, more pieces. We'll add in a super blaster. I don't know if that's going to be too much. We'll find out. Then we'll drop it down. And drop it down. And then we'll create our glorious little up section to make them get as much height as possible. Right. Let's open the slide. And then we wait for our victims. That's what we'll wait for at this point. Wait for our victims. So let's actually delete this slide anyway. Because there's a lot of people dying right now and it's not good. Alright, goodbye slide. It was nice to know you. Boom. Boom. Right, delete all that. Just so people stop freaking dying. And then I'm hoping this goes up dramatic. I mean, I don't want it to shoot too far. So it might be a case that I remove the blaster because that dip might be enough to carry the momentum. We'll see. Right, so he goes up. And he'll come down, bam, there. So it's kind of okay. I mean, he actually lands in the water. Did you realise that there? So if I edit this, remove the piece, and then pull it back as a normal piece, and then hope that there's not too much momentum at that point. So we get the springs up then, boys. Springs! He's about to go on it again. Or is he going? Is he hit? I think he's hitting the cannon slide. Right, nice. Right, okay. So what I'll do, because I don't exactly know where they're gonna land. So we'll put the bunch of springs down for now, like that, and then we'll kind of see where they land, and then judges everything else. So I think he's gonna go onto it right now, which he is. So he goes down, goes up. Okay, okay. So then I would suggest going up by 2. And I'm not sure if that is going to be enough. We'll find out. He's a great test dummy, isn't he, this dude? He's a great test dummy. Right. Yes! Oh my god! How cool is that? That is amazing. That is an amazing slide right now. It actually works. Right, we're going to take it a little bit further along. And we'll say to there. Oh, I'm so happy right now. I'm so freaking happy. Right, it'd be nice to then figure out where he lands. So I want to cut back the swimming pool as well. So pools, remove pool. I'm going to remove it to there like that. Can you hear the springs? Right, here's dramatically slowing down as time goes on. And it just about makes it in. So I will require this. So we'll stick to that. And I think that's going to be actually kind of enough. It would be nice to enclose that as well. Build like a structure around it. So this is actually somebody who's going to go onto it. And then we'll see how much money we actually get from all these little springer-dinga-lingalings that they're hitting up right now. So how much do you give me? 22! That's actually pretty dope, isn't it? That's pretty dope. Right, so we need to then... we need to cut in some of the terrain. And let's cut... Can I do a diagonal? Will the diagonal work here? Ooh. Okay, so you see it a little bit, but... Ooh, I think we're going to have to cut normally, aren't we? We're going to have to cut normally. Boom. Boom. I think we could get away with the diagonal just here, though. Yeah, that would work there. That's amazing. I don't care what anybody says right now. This is the greatest slide ever created. Could you imagine going at yourself? You just get battered. You come off like black and blue with bruises all over your faces. Right, okay. So should we enclose this or should we leave it open? That's what I don't know. I'm not sure about that, whether I should enclose it or not, because it looks kind of good, but we do need to add some kind of pillar system to it anyway. So I'm thinking, what size pillar should I go with? Should I go with that type? Do you reckon that's like a good enough size? It's hilarious just hearing the complete ding, 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 dings that are going on right now. And we get 22 coins off it as well, which is pretty good. So we add some there. We'll do it here as well, because that's where it kind of connects. Okay, okay. And I think we need to do and I'm trying to remember how I did it. Is that glass? Oh, we got a glass panel. We can, oh my god, there's so many people on it right now, but we can literally enclose it in a glass panel. I didn't know glass was a thing. When did they implement glass in this? I don't even know. Right, if I go across here with glass, we could actually color, we could build a stained glass, couldn't we? Right, going across here with glass. You kind of can't see it, the glass, too much, but it's definitely there. It's definitely there. And I'm going to go with... Right, should I go with a brick wall, or... How would a brick wall look if I close that up there and there? That actually looks really good. Alright, close it up there. Oh, that's diagonal. Didn't want that to be a diagonal. There we go. So I don't know what to do for the roof. I don't know whether to keep this side kind of open. Do you know what? I think we're going to do that. We'll keep this one side completely open, so visitors and guests can see the actual springs, but we enclose it in a glass panelled roof. Well, glass panelled walls. Makes more sense, right? And if I go around the edges of this one then. So if I do that for that, around the edges there, so it's all panelled in, so you can see inside. It's amazing. We've created like a glorious tunnel of springs. I'm actually really impressed. Right, we're going to figure something out now for the roof. So, what's the best way for it? Would I create... I mean, how narrow can I make these? I mean, I could do that. There we go. Yeah, I can create like a small, like, slope, couldn't I? That's what I could do. Now on this side, we bring that back. How far can I stretch this? Right, to there. And then do this side like it. And then dramatically shorten it. Like that. We got a nice little rooftop. And I don't know whether to kind of... if I get to paint it, whether I should paint it the brick colour. And try and keep it all incorporated with that one style. Where we have the wooden tops. And then I know there's like, you can do the border wood. I think we should do the border wood. So walls and fences again. Let me try and find that tiny... Oh, where is it? Is that it there? Right, let me see if this is it, guys. And I think this will work. Yes. Right, sweet. So we add that little trim. That's our little border trim. Which is quite nice. It doesn't look too bad, does it? It doesn't look too bad. And should I add it to here as well? Is that that's the outer panel bit? Yeah, I'm happy with that. We add it just here as well. Oh, this is cool, man. Right, one thing we can do, and there is a small stub, isn't there? Yeah. So you can see how we have, it's hard to see, like you have that little rough edge. But if you pull a stub there, it rounds it off. Which is nice. It's wonderful. It slightly rounds it off a little bit because you can see it's nicely rounded and that's like chops quite harshly. Let me slightly round that off. That's actually pretty dope, man. I'm actually really impressed with that. Our spring slide. So I think we'll keep it green. And what will be nice as well, if I paint it, if I select the colour of the spring, and then, which is not really the colour of the spring. Is it really that colour? Who? What? No. Oh, someone died? Oh, the trim. Right, okay, let me just paint this quick. So that's a better colour there. They're dying on the trim. So it looks like I can't have the trim at the very end. Excuse me, can you, there we go. Boom, boom. Okay, we can't have the trim at the end. That's fine, that's fine. So it should now be pretty good. So we've utilised this mountain pretty well. We've added another little slide on top of it. And it's a wonderful slide. I'm not going to lie to you, it's a wonderful slide. Now it's nighttime, we can get the lighting in for it as well. So how would it work with this type of lighting? That hangs too high. So let me undo that. Because it's a little bit different now, isn't it? Yeah, what if I went the full hug across? Nah, not a fan. Not a fan. I could do these little neon lights. So if I did it on this side, because it's a brick wall, that might be our little saving grace. Because I don't really want to be able to see them. And it lights it up slightly a little bit better, which is not too shabby. We'll kind of rock and roll with that. And there we go. And we can finish it up there as well. Right, sweet. Right, the sun's rising anyway. I think it's dope. Come on, guys. You got to admit, that's a pretty cool slide. We've created a little spring tunnel that fires them out at the very end. That's amazing. Right, it'd be nice to have a few little spotlights now as they go into it. Right, is that the right spacing? There we go. That's the right spacing, right? Yeah. So do one there. And if I do, well, because you won't be able to, you won't see it as much on this one side. If I do every so often, like that behind, you can't really see him much, but it'll light up that spring the nighttime better. Right, this person's now hitting it. So let's make sure that they go all the way to the end. Damn, son. It's ferocious. Boom. That's really good, man. I'm so happy with how that's turned out. I'm so happy with how it's turned out, guys. Let me know what you think about this in the comment section down below. But this is my ultimate spring slide. If you guys did enjoy this, smash that like button down below. And until next time, I'll see you all soon. So goodbye.